All right, what are we talking about today?
All right, so this episode piggybacks on episode 185, where you learned about how thrifting could help the DIY rockstar. This episode is how to use those particular resale shop finds to turn into stage, video, or photo shoot outfits. So we just have some strategies we'd like to share.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Okay, so in the last episode, we told you about ways to actually do the shopping, but we wanted to get a little bit more specific. So when we're going to our resale shop, the first thing that we're looking to do is look around for standout colors and patterns. I think we mentioned that in the other episode.
Right.
But so what stands out to you? Because I know a couple times you've picked some things out.
Yeah.
That have struck you. What types of patterns?
Usually something unusual. So like these pants. I don't know if you can see these pants.
Yeah.
Okay. So these pants I got at the resale shop, and this is an unusual pattern. It's got like, it's a floral pattern that's on them.
It's like a floral camouflage.
Yeah. So that part was a little bit different for me. So that's usually it. It's just usually I'm looking for things that I normally just don't see in the store.
Yeah.
So if I see something that's kind of like, okay, I've never seen this in the store before, and you know it's a bit unusual, then that's the stuff that I'm gonna pick out and decide to get. So I guess sometimes it depends on what your aim is as an artist.
Okay, so
you know?
Right. So I guess kind of going back to the thing that all this needs to fit into your branding.
Yeah, it has to fit into that. So I mean, I've noticed now, especially with a lot more contemporary artists, I mean, you know, sometimes the clothes don't mean as much, you know.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, you'll see them and it's like, okay, they seem like they just kind of got stuff that you can buy off the rack.
Right.
Well, you might be able to just get typically from any resale shop. And I'm just saying, just for thinking about saving money.
Okay.
You know, I mean, you can get jeans, you know, at the mall that's going to be remarkably more expensive than if you bought jeans at a resale shop.
Right, which I know in our area, Salvation Army is like $6 for a pair of jeans.
Right,
so,
you're right. Yeah. So you can just, if we just use it just from a practical basis alone, that it's just better to go there. You can get a beat up pair of jeans and all the rest of the time and stuff, or you can get a pair of jeans that you can beat up yourself. Yeah. You can cut holes in jeans yourself. You really can do that.
Or you can upcycle and turn it into other things, and you won't feel badly about it.
Right, but I'm just saying, if you don't even want to go that creative, you know, all you gotta do is just start making some holes in your jeans. You got holy jeans, you got them cheap, and you got them for $5. You know what I mean? So you can't beat that, you know. So, but if your aim is to kind of find something that's going to make more of an artistic statement.
Yeah, if you're looking for things for stage gear, because I'm always thinking you want to make some type of impact. So no matter whether you're doing country, but there still is some type of look that you're going for, but just a little bit above what a normal quote unquote person to me.
But a lot of times you got to be ready to sift too. So meaning that you have to be ready to, it's like prospecting, you know. I guess, you know, looking for gold someplace. So there's just going to be certain times when you go out, you go to certain resale shops, you're not going to find anything. You know.
That's been the most frustrating part, is when you're looking for something specific. So now we've kind of learned to not look for specific things, but to in general look to see what stands out to us from our trip there.
Yeah, I don't think it does you a good job to go looking, you know, specifically for some type of item, as much as you're just trying to find gold in whatever shape or fashion that you can. You know, so sometimes you have to be willing to say, okay, you know, it might be worth me to invest $5 in this, even though I don't have a vision for it today. Because I might have a vision for it tomorrow.
Ah, okay, so that ties into point 2 for tips on how to turn your resale shop finds into stage, video, or Photoshop outfits is generally look for something that may complement something you already have, but also the flip side of that is sometimes you don't know what else it can fit with, but that piece, you're drawn to that particular piece of clothing.
And sometimes maybe the objective isn't that it fits with anything. You know, that sometimes what makes a video interesting is not that the clothes all go together. Yeah. It's the fact that they don't.
Yeah, that's
you know,
true.
and so I'm saying that can be kind of part of your statement also. Is that sometimes you have to understand what might not translate for a night on the town might translate great for a video. Yeah. And so you're serving, two different types of principles there.
So I'm going to skip down to that one, which is the next tip is take as many photos from as many angles to see what complements, because like you said, it could be an unusual outfit that ends up making you look your best.
Yeah, it could be. And so sometimes too, it's like you might go to the resale shop with your same sensibilities in mind, and sometimes you kind of have to come out of that and say, okay, and I don't really think like myself here.
Because otherwise I'll end up with all black like me. Right?
Yeah, or you just might just end up with stuff that looks a lot like what you already have in the closet. Yes. Or you might end up taking the mentality that you take when you go to the mall and shop to the resale shop. And sometimes that's not what you're looking for. So meaning that like you go to the mall, you're looking for certain things that kind of fit in with your sensibilities, right? Whereas when you are looking for something for a video or even stage, you might be looking for something that doesn't quite fit.
That's a little more editorial, right? That's what they used to call it on
it's almost like you're allowing someone else to pick out clothes for you. Okay. I mean, it's kind of tough it's a paradigm shift to kind of get in that mindset. Yeah. You know, it's sort of like if a stylist came in and styled you for a video shoot, you might hate what they put on. Yeah, possibly. And sometimes you kind of have to allow yourself to go there to say, man, I'm really taking a risk with this.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, but at the same token, maybe too, for the video, it might bring something else out of you as far as performance-wise. Yeah. You know, and so that's the other part with videos too. You have to be willing. It's almost like if you're tracking a song, how you have to be willing to take chances. At least I am. I'm usually willing to take chances on vocals. Okay. You know, with different types of feels, different types of whatever, to get myself to that point, you know, where it feels like the feel of the vocal is right for the particular track. And I'm saying you have to be the same way with a video. You have to, and this is something that I think I've learned over time, is that you have to allow yourself to just do things that you wouldn't normally do. To try to serve the video. Because sometimes, you know, I've noticed that when I've been too reserved in videos, I feel like they come out stoic. They don't have that life into it, you know, whereas normally what I have to do is go a little bit over the top in the video in order to bring that life, at least in my eye.
Just to bring physical energy.
Right, but sometimes it's like it doesn't even interpret as wow, man. It interprets on video as just lively. You know, and so that's the thing. That's the difference between it. It's sort of like, you know, same thing with colors and all the rest of that kind of stuff, is that you might be, oh wow, this outfit is like, this is crazy. But when it's in a video, you know, it really kind of adds pop to the video. And so you have to think about it in that context. And that's a completely different context from, you know, it's sort of like what we talk about with, you know, using effects on songs and all the rest of that kind of stuff. You might be able to get away with a lot more effect in a live performance than you might be able to get away with on a recording. Okay. You know, just the way that it sounds. The way it sounds live, you know, it could be great, you know, for what's going on in that moment and everything else. Whereas in a recording that you have this same type of effect in it, it just might make everything muddy in the mix. You know, so it can be completely different. And the fact that it was muddy in the mix live didn't make a difference because
you were enjoying it.
Right. There's so many other aspects to a live performance. You're there, you know, there's a connection between you and the audience. There's all these other things. And so all of this effect help you to deliver that message to the audience. And that's great. Even though, who knows, maybe the mix of the thing, the live recording would suck, but that doesn't make a difference in that moment. And so that's where you're kind of doing things to serve the moment. So I guess I'm saying this is a long way to say that you have to allow yourself to understand that when you are shopping for clothes, at least for me, is that you want it to capture a moment.
Okay.
That this is what it's meant to do. It's meant to capture a moment. It might not be something that you wear out on the town.
Yeah, that's true. It's
which meant is why, to capture a moment.
Why the resale shop is a nice way to do that, because you find things, you know, maybe people donated from estate sales or just all over the place. You won't get like just what's in the mall, whatever the current styles are. So you might be able to, you know, get a zoot suit, or you know, or a flapper dress, or you know, something that really is out there but is perfect to make a statement for a video.
Why not? Like I wore a pair of your sunglasses like for one of our, you know, photo shoots, right? And it was great for the moment. Now they weren't something I would wear on a regular basis. But it captured that moment, and that again, that's what you're looking for. You're looking at this as a moment. This is a moment in time,
and it reflects the song too.
It all kind of goes together with all these things. Where you're trying to create a vibe in that one moment. Whether it's a video or a photo shoot, that's what you're looking at.
I like that. And then finally, the last tip for how to take those resale shop finds and make them into stage, video, or photo shoot outfits is look for items that make you feel amazing when you put them on. There are sometimes when you see things on racks, and I know for me, I'll have a vision for, oh, I'm gonna look so good in that. I love the, you know, cut, color, style, whatever it is. And then I put it on, and even though the outfit is great, it doesn't look good on me. Now I've learned to leave those, but if there's something that is less, you know, maybe dramatic on the rack, but then I put it on and I look amazing, that's gonna make me feel better. I've seen photo shoots where the outfit that I'm wearing, there are a couple of them, you guys haven't seen too many pictures from them because it just did not do me any good, you know, just so I didn't feel good in it. So it still has to feel good.
Yeah, it does, and don't be afraid to fail. I think that's the other bad that don't be afraid to have misses. You're gonna have hits and misses, and so you have to say, okay, I'm good with that. You know,
and take more at bats. That's the tip, because that's why we take pictures pretty regularly. Is because you know, again, there are a couple photo shoots that really have gone down the drain because there just wasn't good stuff in it. And then there are others that, hey, you know, but most times we at least find a good 2, 3, 4 shots that can be used for something, and that's kind of the goal.
Yeah, outfit. Depending on where you are, you know, whether you're in a resale shop or even going to a mall someplace, you may not be able to try on stuff during this period of time.
Now with the coronavirus,
but you
still can't try things.
You might not be able to do that. So. You have to just say, okay, you know, I'll just take this, and you know, maybe and maybe they might have a return policy where you can
I did that with the outfit from Zara. This dress, it looked great on the
rack. I'm talking about even like the resale shop. So they may or may not have a return policy or whatever else. Or you might just be able to sell them back or sell them to another resale shop. You know, you just never know what you might be able to do. So I mean, still, don't be afraid to take those types of risks on something that's of a nominal cost, because it's like, hey, you're looking at the gain, the possible gain that you can get out of it. And so when you think about the trade-off of it, you know, it's worth it.
Yeah, I love it. All right, what do you guys think? What are some tips that you have found to help you transform a resale shop outfit into something that is stage worthy? We'd love to hear about it. Drop it in the comments below. And
we're still doing Sugar Fit, as you know, so you can stream it everywhere. You can get it from Bandcamp, you can get it from CD Baby, you can get it from us. We also have the Patreon link if you want to hear it on vinyl. So again, stream it everywhere, wherever is your choice of streaming services. Go ahead and stream Sugar Fit.
If you dig the vibe and you want to be a part of the tribe, be sure to
subscribe.
We're wishing you love, peace, and
chicken grease.